guys, it's Laurelei Lee, and wow. Okay, the journey to getting to reacting to this today has been a long one. I was going to react to it this morning. It's like the middle of the night now. I was going to react to it this morning when it came out. I was going to help contribute to the general RWBY fandom effort to crash the Rooster Teeth website for like the 4th year in a row. But yeah, I'm currently living with my parents, so my dad came in this morning and was like, hey, hope you're not doing anything today because I'm going to be busting out tile in the room next to yours. So that was loud and obnoxious for most of the morning. And then I had our D&D stream, which was our Halloween stream, hence why I'm dressed as Momo Yaoyorozu from My Hero Academia. I'm not just doing this for kicks, though I totally would if her hair didn't like completely defy gravity. Yeah, and then after I got off my stream, I had to do some stuff for our extra life stream that we're doing. It'll be this weekend when you guys see this video. So when this video comes out, we'll be doing our extra life stream, which I'll put links to that in the description as well. You should check it out. But yeah, so I did it for that, and then I crashed from my copious amounts of coffee I had been drinking in the morning, and I had to take a power nap, and then I woke up, and I got ready to record. So that's how we got here. Part of me wonders if I'm like subconsciously trying to put it off, just because like I do that thing where I get so excited that like I get super nervous about it, which is like totally not conducive to any sort of reacting environment. But so yeah, I was dealing with that all day, but we're finally here. It's the first episode of RWBY Volume 6, and oh, I'm so excited. I love watching RWBY week to week every year. It's a great experience. I love putting out my reactions and joining in the community during this time of year, and finally get to do it again. Wow, last season was something. Overall, it was amazing. We had some great scenes, a lot of emotional character moments that I really loved. There were some writing issues that, you know, it happens sometimes, but one of the things I was really excited about when they were talking about RWBY at RTX this year was Miles and Carrie explaining that they started a new process where they bring in other members of the team to kind of like focus group the scripts before they finalize it, so that like they're like round tabling it. It's not just the two of them doing it fully by themselves anymore, which I thought was really great. They've said it's like worked for them and that they think it's an amazing volume, so I'm super excited for that. They're going to Atlas, and I'm super excited for that because there are characters I like in Atlas, Winter, and I am so I just feel like this is going to be a great volume. The trailer we saw was amazing. The description of the volume under the video sounds amazing. This is Volume 6, Episode 1, Argus Limited, which is, it says, the Argus Limited can easily make the journey to the northern coastline of Anima. Pretty sure that's a reference to the Argo from the Greek myth Jason and the Argonauts. So, you ready? I'm not ready. I'm never ready. I'm never ready. Okay, I'll just hit play. It's winter! The season, not the character. Animation just looks so good every time. Oh, Argus Limited. It's the train. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Look at you! would say Griffin, but...
Now who's next?
No.
Thank me later.
What is that?
Incoming. Yeah.
Good to see you're not rusty.
Oh, my babies. Oh, there's my babies.
Always something. Just keep them toward the back.
I love that we're starting out the volume with the train fight scene. Oh, my babies.
Tunnel! Go!
Oh!
Thank you later.
I also realized she has tights. Oh.
I can't believe he turned his back on us. He just...
Step away from my throne. We have work to do.
Oh.
We? Everyone knows what you did. You abandoned your brothers at Haven.
Oh.
Step away from my...
We are not taking orders from you anymore.
Oh
We
no!
heard you folded the moment you got sassed from the Belladonna girl.
I'm
Guess
afraid
she's
some
got more
backlash.
control over you than you.
What?
Oh, they did wrong. I'm so shocked. He's lost it. He's lost it.
The Belladonna girl.
You emo teenage motherfucker.
Blake.
He's lost his dang marbles. Oh man. Oh, so many things.
It's been 2 weeks since the attack on Haven. The official report states that the plot to destroy Mistral's CCT tower was thwarted by Gira Belladonna and the Faunus militia group from Menagerie. The huntsmen and some students coincidentally visiting the headmaster were also able to lend some assistance. Unfortunately, Leonardo Lionheart lost his life while trying to defend his school, and those responsible for organizing the attack managed to escape.
They're going for nice guy
As I'm
perch.
sure you can guess, there's a lot
I'm
more to this
loving
report than I'm willing to say in this letter. But for now, what I'm trying to say is that we're on our way to Atlas, James. There's a good chance we'll get there before this letter does, but in case we don't, I need you to know that we're bringing a lot more than bad news with us.
Oh.
See you soon, Crow.
Ooh.
Hey, what's with the running?
Now what's with the standing? It's almost time.
I'm loving this scenery, by the way. Ruby! That's kind of rude to do in a public place. Get rose petals everywhere.
And?
What an absolute waste of
What
time.
did you get me?
You'll have to wait and see. No
Souvenirs.
fair. Oh, I can't believe we're taking the train to Argus. Beautiful northern coastline. You think it's too early for beach season?
Unfortunately. But we will be one step closer to Atlas.
Oh, you
Well, I'm
beautiful
glad
babies.
you're all excited, but I don't think you appreciate the trouble I went through to leave Atlas.
Oh,
I know you're
poor
worried why you can
Weiss.
trust us. Team Ruby won't leave your side for a second. I promise.
Oh.
No one's gotta be
Babies.
worried with us around.
What are you?
And you are...
Why, Dee and Dudley, of course. The Argus Limited's very own huntsman. We'll be keeping everyone safe as we pass
Tweedledee
through
and
Grim
Tweedledudley?
territory.
But for a generous tip, we can make sure your passenger car gets extra special attention should things get dangerous.
I got a tip for you.
All of their faces.
Buzz off. Looks like Mistral's really scraping the bottom of the barrel these days.
Hey, you're talking to a...
A professional huntsman, right? Well, it seems like one of you heroes left the staff entrance
I'm
to the
loving
caboose
the
wide open.
goofy, like,
Be ashamed to lose
little
your job before it even started.
volumes 1 through 3
I didn't do
reminiscent
it.
gags
dummy.
that are being thrown in.
Well, I didn't...
I missed
I
them.
do hope those weren't Beacon graduates.
And now,
Sometimes the burden of saving the world feels overwhelming. But then people like that come along and make me grateful that it's our job and not theirs.
So, you kids ready to go?
Massive simultaneous
all
group
loaded up?
nod.
Yep, just waiting on Blake, as usual.
I still don't feel like I deserve the freedom you and your family granted me. Well,
Aw,
you're going to have
well,
to
you
go,
got a new
Iliad.
outfit.
Saving Haven had a huge impact on how Faunus are seen in Mistral. Now it's up to you all to take the progress and keep running with it. Right. The White Fang may have been a failure, but with your father starting up a new movement, I've got more faith than ever before. Thank you, Blake, for everything. I wish you didn't have to go. I know, but my team needs me. We're going to track down the people responsible for the attack on Haven and the fall of Beacon.
Are you leaving Sun
Always trying
behind?
to
Because he
save the
wasn't in
world.
the trailer.
More than
so.
you realize.
Hey, I knew your parents already saw you off, but where's...
Son? Oh, he's right here.
Babe!
What? You didn't think I was gonna miss your big send-off, did you?
He definitely overslept in business. Hey, Blake. Now, would you hurry up? Need I remind you, we have our own trip to plan. Oh. I didn't know Ilya was gonna be here. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, almost didn't see you there. Cause, you know, the camouflage?
Oh my gosh.
He'll figure it
Neptune,
out.
I missed you.
So, you're really going to Vacuo?
That's right. Seeing you reunited with the rest of Team RWBY really made me realize something. I'm like the worst team leader ever. Me and the boys were cool with a little hiatus, but we gotta make up for lost time. Shade Academy's not dealing with any problems like Haven right now. Plus, that means I can show the guys around my old stomping grounds.
I have to admit, I think I was kind of getting used to having you around.
I go where I'm needed. And you don't need me anymore.
It's sad but true.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds sad.
Look, despite the drama and the fighting and the numerous attempts on my life,
I love
I had
the
a lot
like
of
Morning
fun.
Follows night instrumental in the
you're with who
background.
you're supposed to be now.
Son, I don't think I'll ever be able to thank you enough. I'm still,
You're still working a lot of things out. I know. But you can do it with them. And in the future, who knows? I've got a feeling you haven't seen the last of me.
Thank you. Thank you for
certainly
the
hope
reassurance, Rooster Teeth.
I don't know, man. It feels like you're just letting her go.
It was never about that, Brainiac. Besides, now that your leader's back and hardened from battle, I've got to focus all of my time into getting you boys ready for the wastelands.
Oh no. Oh. Her. She's in the trailers. She was in the trailer a lot. Who is she? Who is she? Oh, it's just like their old Ruben Beacon. My girls are all back together again.
All right, girls. I think it's time for an official team exercise. Who wants to play video games?
I mean, if you want me to kick your butt, yeah, sure. Let me grab my scroll.
here, let me help you with that.
Blake, you don't have to do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm fine. We're gonna be fine. It's just gonna be a bit before things are back to normal. But I am glad we're all back together.
Yeah. Okay.
How touching.
Oh! You want to play too?
Kick your butts? Sure.
Oh!
What was that?
He lost his
Exactly
alcohol.
what it sounds like.
Just my luck.
It's not yours. Grab your weapons.
Grim. Train fight, train fight, train fight. Now that I made the joke, I can only refer to them as Tweedledee and Tweedledudley now. I'm sorry. I don't see this ending well.
What's the plan, Ruby?
Don't let anyone else die.
Always a good plan. Let's follow it through the rest of the volume, shall we?
Shall I? No, I'm keeping control. What's going on?
It's still my favorite.
Come on.
Shouldn't you have done that like before completely running outside? Do you think engaging defenses would have been like maybe number 1 on the list? Maybe.
Ah, yes.
Big one that's not going down as easy.
Hey, what are you doing?
Why is it always something?
Thank you, Nora.
How can I help?
You can get that idiot to shut off the turrets. They're just drawing the Grim toward the passengers.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Stop! You've got to shut the turrets off.
Are you crazy? No way! Yes! Another one down.
Stop! You have to lure the Grim to the back.
What does it matter? They're dead.
Moron. Also, why is the Relic of Knowledge now like a little baby-sized version of its previous self?
Huh?
Ooh! Ooh! Oh!
I said, turn those damn things off.
Those things are keeping us alive.
Us, sure, but they're putting the passengers.
We're still coming.
In charge here.
We're not giving up just because of the tunnel.
Take it easy. Just
Get off me!
look. If you bozos had been doing your job instead of shaking down passengers, maybe we wouldn't be in this.
Please just shut off the turrets.
Oh.
Trust us. We know what we're doing.
Yeah. Good boy, Sean! Good boy!
Fine.
Crow doesn't have the best bedside manner with people.
Ren,
That's why
could you
Ruby's
use your
here.
semblance to mask everyone on this train? With the guns off and emotions hidden, they might lose track of us.
Ooh.
I've never attempted to affect this many people.
Well, you've never had Jean's help before. Hmm?
Oh yeah, he can
amplify your
He
aura.
can Oh! I never thought of that!
Plan.
May I?
Don't look so worried, Ren. You can totally do this.
I'm afraid there's one complication. Grim are also attracted to this.
None of your business.
Great.
Oz,
Great.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't you tell us that?
Thank you.
It doesn't matter right now.
I don't know. I'd be a little grumpy,
Every
but
second we're
yeah.
on board this train, we're putting everyone else in danger.
Especially since they had that whole no
Get the
secrets
passengers to the front
talk.
cars. You'll still mask the emotions and kill the turrets. We just can't come with you. If we cut the back cars with us and the relic on them, we can deal with the Grim. You just make sure the rest of the train makes it safely to Argus.
You never split the party.
Only if you'll promise you'll meet us there.
Promise.
You never split the party. Who are you? Oh man, now she's got PTSD too. I mean, she probably already did, but she's still grappling with it. New song. It's good that Blake's getting back to her roots and doing what she does best, coupling trains. Oh, my boys! Dang. I feel like that Kane really needs to have more tricks in his sleeve, because for the past volume, Oscar's just been like whacking things and people on the head. I don't feel like that does a lot of damage. Yeah, girl! Yeah, boy! That scythe. Ah! Oh, come on! You breathe fire too? That's not fair.
We need to ground it! On it! Yay!
Ooh! She's punching it around! Oh my gosh! That's so cool! It is! It's a chimeragram. I wasn't sure, but the snake tail, yeah. Ooh, nice save, Wise. But sorry, the Crow and Ruby. Oh, Uncle Nee's scythe team attack was so good. Oh, what are they gonna do now?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Still alive!
Yeah, you're still here.
That sure was a close one, huh?
Ooh! Oh, look at that! Please tell me that was... What? What? Is that another... Wait! Wait! Zelda? What? Anyone else feel like going back and watching that again? I feel like I need to go back and watch that again before I'm able to say anything, because there were a lot of things in there that I'm, like, really nervous about, because, like, it seems like it's implying things that are really, like, disturb me, because they're not what I was anticipating. So, we're gonna go back and watch that again. I love the scythe opening as the, start of the intro. Love how this starts out nice and quiet. Ren and Nor are, like, my heart. The trauma siblings. The eyes thing, all that. I don't like that. Get your hands off Crow. Yeah! I saw that right! That was a certain someone's hat. Who is this? Is that a statue of Ozpin in one of his earlier forms? That's what it kind of seems like. Why is Jean mad at Oscar Ozpin? I recognize that weapon. I would just like to thank any member of RWBY that might happen to see one of these videos, because apparently some of them have seen these videos. I didn't mention this except for at RTX, but at RTX I met Barbara Dunkelman, and she said that she's watched my videos before. So, yeah, if anyone happens to be watching from Rooster Teeth, that just, like, made my year. I'm getting teared up on the first episode, and there was nothing to get teared up about. Nothing. But, oh my gosh. That was everything I could have hoped for from the first episode of this season, and more. And, oh my gosh, the hype is just so real. I get really, like, depressed on the off seasons of RWBY, because, like, it's a bit of an obsession for me, just a little bit, just a teensy bit, and I love it so much. So I missed it a lot, especially these past few months, and like I said, this was everything I reached for. Oh man, oh my gosh. Thank you, Rooster Teeth. Okay, stop crying. Okay, man, I don't even know where to start with that. Oh, there was so much. Oh, there was so much. Okay, I guess I'll start chronologically. Okay, I loved, like, the scene in the train station, the scenes in the train station, with, RWBY and Yang and Ren and Nora especially, because it was, like, so goofy, and, like, the thought bubbles and, like, the crazy funny, like, expressions, reactions thing. It very much reminded me of volumes 1 through halfway through 3. Just, like, the kind of funny little anime gags and, like, animation, jokes that they would throw in there that we haven't seen in a while because it's been so heavy. So seeing a return of that is great. I love the scene between Blake and Ilya because it shows really, how much Ilya's grown and really how much Blake's grown, because she's confident enough in that area of her life to let go and move on to the next step of figuring out where she needs to go from here. Even that meant leaving some behind, and that was the sweetest thing. And thank you, Rooster Teeth, for the reintroduction of Neptune. Thank you for, Blake kissing Sun on the cheek. Thank you for, Sun's little tongue-in-cheek, you won't have seen the last of me thing. I appreciate that so much. I love that so much. It's gonna be sad to, have probably at least the entirety of this volume without Sun, but I hope we see them again. Hope we see all of Team Sun again, really. But yeah. The little one clip we've got of Adam, like, on top of the character short we had already gotten, like, they are doing something with Adam's character, and I don't know where it's gonna go from here, because he's been thrown out by the White Fang. The White Fang is also kind of, like, not really a thing anymore, because, like they said, Gear's trying to, start, like, a new movement, as the end song from last volume said, a new brotherhood. So the White Fang is kind of becoming, obsolete, but, Adam, like, slaughtering all of his guards, and after they, like, spoke against him, I just wonder what his next move is gonna be, because that's insane. Really? And then the train fight was incredible, as usual. Like, all the different things, like the team attacks we got to see again, Blake and Yang doing their thing, Ruby's doing the thing that she did at the beginning of Volume 4 with her semblance and Nora, that we saw the first time, where she's able to kind of use other people within her semblance, which is awesome. And I love that we're kind of seeing, like, that spread of, or kind of like attunement of semblances sort of thing, like being able to use them for different things. Like I said, like with Ruby being able to bring people with her in her speed semblance, or like this was cool, them realizing that Jean magnifying aura doesn't just have to be a healing thing. He can also magnify semblances along with aura. So being able to do that with Ren, that was really cool. And they split the party. Dang it. It's concerning, because I know it's going to be a little bit probably before they meet up back with them. I don't think it's going to be like a next episode sort of thing. It'll probably be a couple episodes at least, if they even, like, do meet up. Like, you're like, okay, you guys gotta stay here, we gotta go take the relic and draw off the Grim. Yeah. And just, like, Sean immediately voicing my fears, like, you have to promise to meet back up with us. It's just, it's a little concerning, but, like, a lot of the stuff that they had in the trailer for the volume was from this episode specifically, so we don't really know how it's gonna go from here. Hopefully they do actually make it to Atlas this volume, because I don't know, how I feel about another, like, full travel volume again. But, yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that. I still want to know if, like, the Relic of Knowledge sizing issue is something they will actually address, or if it was just a, continuity error of some kind. Though, with all the writing and everything they've been doing on this, I don't think it would be. I feel like they've kind of, like, evolved past that. But you never know. And just seeing Team RWBY, like, interacting together again is just so good. Like, Weiss and Ruby, they're just, like, thick as thieves, which was never really the case before. I mean, kind of, getting there in Volume 3, but it's, like, being apart, like, drew them even closer, realized how much they, cared about each other, and, like, they're just really sisters again, and it's really cute to see. And Ruby, like, comforting Weiss and saying, like, because Weiss is like, I just went through trauma to get out of Atlas and now we're going back, and Ruby just comforting her saying, we're gonna be there with you the whole time. That was great. I love that. Blake and Yang, understandably, have a bit more issues with each other, I think. I don't know if you can hear that, but my chihuahua snores as loud as a human. Yeah, Blake and Yang, they both have different trauma. They both have shared trauma in Adam, but just trying to be able to understand each other after so much very formative times apart, that's probably going to be a bit of a plot point for a while, just so see how they can try and get back to how they were. But they're all together again, and that's what matters. And just the scene of the four of them in their train car, in their bunk beds like they used to be back at Beacon, it was just so heartwarming. And also, is it just me, or are Red and Nora a little more touchy-feely in this volume than previously? I mean, I'm not complaining because I love them. They are the OTP, I swear, of this show. I love them and I want them to be happy. But it's just, it's cute. I just wanted to mention that. And then all the things in the intro, they keep, like, when they, like, the new woman, I don't know if her name was in the credits, it probably was, but I don't know it yet. Her, like, the way they transition from her goggles to Ruby's eyes, it's like, is this a silver-eyed warrior? Are we gonna finally get some Ruby character growth, especially in that development, since, like, they broadcast this as this big power, and then she's used it twice and it was never spoken of again? That would really be cool. When the trailer came out, everyone was, like, speculating, like, is she, like, maybe, like, the Winter Maiden, like, super aged? Which, like, I mean, it still could be a possibility, but seeing that, I think that the silver-eyed thing is probably a better, approximation. And then I don't know what the girl at the statue was, maybe that was the Winter Maiden, or a different maiden? We haven't seen or heard from Summer either. I don't know what that is. That was an interesting thing to throw in there. But, like, also, the crow thing, I don't like that, because I've been thinking about this for a while, and, like, well, one, I want them to stop hurting Crow, because he's just had, like, the worst life of anyone in this entire show, and in, like, all shows. Like, I think people forget that a major plot point of last volume was Crow finding out that all of his fellow huntsman friends in Mistral were dead. That was an episode, and, like, my baby. But, like, I did not like the way they, like, pulled him down into darkness. Like, don't do that symbolically. I don't like it. I don't like where that's going plot-wise. I really, really, really don't like it. Because I've been thinking about it lately, and, like, if they're following, like, the typical like hero's journey archetypes type thing, which if you haven't heard of the hero's journey, it's like basically archetypes and general tropes that kind of like come up in a lot of different hero tales, like of Hercules and King Arthur and all of that. Like Harry Potter ties into it really well too, but it's just typical things that usually happen along a hero's quest to become the hero. One of those major plot points is the death of the mentor, and I cannot handle that. I seriously cannot handle that, especially when we're so close to Atlas and I almost had Crow and Winter on screen together again. But like, I seriously cannot handle Crow dying. He is my favorite, he is my baby boy, and I will fall into alcoholism if he dies. I'm just saying, I can't. I seriously can't. But hopefully that they won't do that, that they're just like baiting and switching me, because I will lose my mind and cry for a month if that happens. I'm just saying. But the biggest thing from the intro was the hooded figure, the hooded girl, which they have that kind of like shady figure in the volumes poster, and everyone's like, well, you know who that silhouette looks like? It looks like a certain previously fall maiden that we all know and hate. I didn't really like put it together with the hooded figure going throughout the intro, but until I saw the sword that she had in her hand, and it was the exact same shape and design as the fiery glass swords that Cinder had been producing in last volume. So I'm pretty sure that's Cinder. There's no way she was dead. But yeah. But why did Roman Torchwick's hat fly through that scene? 'Cause like, I'm pretty sure Torchwick's dead, like, fairly certain. I know he got swallowed whole, but then RWBY kicked the Griffin into a ship that then exploded, so I feel like all things considered, there's no way he survived that. I mean, it'd be rad, but I really doubt it. I do kind of wonder about Neo, though. I really do wonder about Neo. Because she definitely didn't die on screen. Definitely. And in the past, they've asked about Neo before, and I can't remember if it was Miles or Carrie said, like, there's no spoilers, we're not gonna, like, confirm or deny anything, but, like, I'm sure she'll still be in it in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, oh my gosh, there's so much to unpack. This is I don't know how it'll be after editing, but just looking at my recording right now, it's like a 45-minute video. Oh man, I'm gonna need to get on uploading that early, because that's gonna drain my internet. But oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh man. Ugh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back on these. Little housekeeping. Like I said, if you're watching this on the day that I upload it, on the day that it comes out for everyone who's not a first member, I will currently be on a 24-hour extra live stream to raise money for a children's hospital, and that'll be on the Geek House YouTube channel. So if you have some free time and want to see some of your favorite YouTube reactors, most of which do react to RWBY, that are RWBY reactors, like Torchwood Boy, Liam Carrison, Anthony Knight, Brianna from Phantom Reactions, Geek House, I feel like I forget all of them. Hopefully I didn't forget anyone. We're all going to be doing a 24-hour long stream of different tabletop games, party games, Jackbox, Gang Beasts, for 24 hours. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Please pop over and donate if you want to, if you're seeing this on that day. If not, I'll still have the donate page linked if you feel like being generous. But that's a thing. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. All links are in the description to my Patreon, to my P.O. Box, to my Discord where I go to talk about stuff that I didn't get to talk about in the videos. All that good stuff is down there. And I love you guys so much. I'm happy to be back with RWBY, and I'll see you guys in the next video.